Hello and welcome to A Way to Play Guitar. More originally. If you haven't caught up to where you need to be about the power to the pinky, I have a video about how to play guitar more originally that's already posted. So go check that out if you need to figure out some stuff before you start this video, but it's not necessary to actually have to do that. I'm going to show you how to make a riff using the same notes the whole time in the little sequence while the background rhythm changes the progression of their notes. The key to designing a riff is you have to find the common notes between each chord that you're going to in the rhythm. So if you're going from B to E, there are some common notes in there. I'm going to use one of my own songs to show you. It's called Keep Survivin'. It's on the YouTube channel also. Check out the link, or, there's timestamps and all that crap to help you figure out where you got to be. So a lot of my style is using one finger to hold down the bass note the whole time, and then the other fingers to dance the riff or whatever. Alright, so this song is in B major to start. And then it transitions to E major. Right? B, E, B, E, B, and E. For this riff, I hold my middle finger down on the bass note for the B, which is the 7th fret on the E string. And when I go up to the E, I do it on the A string on the 7, which is E. But since I have all this extra room with my power to the pinky, and it's built up stronger, I can dance around and move around a lot more in the middle of the fretboard, here in the middle of the strings. That's where I found most of the riffs that I like come from that middle few strings. I mean, like, some of the best riffs are just, or the best hooks, I should say, could be on the D string, like, and that's John Cougar Mellencamp. He uses that, and that's one note twice, right there in the middle. The riff, which is the whole time, we'll just do that. So if you can keep doing that while you're holding the bass notes down, you will be able to play your own rhythm while you're playing your own lead without just having to do a chord like everybody does. So I'll do it 2 fingers at a time sometimes. Or you could do the bass note first and then the little higher riff note. It all kind of depends on what your riff is and what you want to make it in the song. You just find these common notes that are going to sound good when you play them either one of those chords, okay? Start simple with just 1 or 2 notes. So let's see. That sounds alright with the B. Let's see this one. Nah, we're doing majors, so we're not going to do that. We're going to go with the major. the major. So just start simple with 2 notes. Use your middle finger to hold down that B note on the E string, the 7th fret. And take your pinky and bring it down to the G string and put it on the 8th fret. Together, sounds okay. You can hear the bass and you can still hear the middle riff, the mid-tone riff, whatever. So we'll just start with 2 notes. Let's see. The pinky's on the 8. Put your index to the 6 then. There we go. While you're still holding that. Alright, so we'll start with 2 notes like that to make a riff. Something like and switch to the E. Back to the B again. And you start simple with just like 2 notes like that or whatever. and you're still hitting the bass note at the same time as the riff note. And then you can start to add another third note, maybe like. And then you can eventually get a little more complex. You can make up whatever you want on the spot, like I am. And that's just using the 3 notes, which is why it's so powerful to the pinky, because then you make it stronger and it's a lot easier to hold those notes. It's important to always challenge yourself. You want to have fun playing. And then also it gives it a little bit more of a better, confidence in playing it, because you have spent so much time on it to learn it, to play it as perfect as you can. And it's hard for you to play. It should probably be hard for other people to play. So you want to feel confident in it. You don't just want to settle all the time. But there are a lot of cases where less is more, and it's very, very important. Probably more important to do less is more than the most amount of notes you can. You can do your speed metal if you want. The thing about this playing the guitar, just like everything, it involves muscle memory, and we're all capable of having this excellent muscle memory. So it's going to be hard at first, but it gets easier and easier and easier until you just do it naturally. And if you are, a human, and then you are automatically an all-star for having muscle memory. You're perfect for being able to do that and be capable of it. So if you can play video games and get good at it, you have muscle memory and you can play the guitar. You just got to start. It's going to be hard at first. You just got to start somewhere and figure it out. And it's best to just start with one note. A lot of people start instruments and learning to play music by playing bass, because it starts with just 4 strings, which is cool too, because the world needs a lot of bassists and drummers. They're very undervalued, but they are the core of what you need, which is why every time you write a song or write a riff, always have a beat in your head and always think of the accents of the bass, because that's really what makes the song great. And your riffs are just supposed to, smooth over it. How good is your peanut butter toast going to be if you got super great peanut butter, but you don't even have any bread to make toast? Anyways, so you always have that rhythm in your head, and there's a lot of different rhythms. For me and my style and the friends that I have and musicians I know that I've started music playing with when we were younger, we did, we would call these beats different beats. So if you got fast beats, cue the rhythm. You got medium beats. You've got the strokes beat. There's the Chili Peppers beat. And then there are fat beats. Funny, because essentially hardcore is just a bunch of beat changes like that, going from a fast beat to a fat beat to a medium beat back to a fast beat. Same with dubstep, it's just done with samples and synths. So it's cool to have that You know, it gives a dynamic. I call it dynamicity, where you have beats changing, but, you know, in certain times, accents, just little bits. You can hear it in some of those bands that I've showed you that I played in before, and some of those links. I'll have it on the tab where you can do this riff and see that you just have to play those notes while the bass rhythm changes. And it's cross key riff. I don't know what you want to call it. There you have it. You can write a riff and change the background notes. There's one more thing you could do though. I'll show you, because I only did 2 notes that we're going back and forth to. So let's add a third note maybe. That would be a minor. But we're still going to play the same middle riff. Something like that. Either way, thanks for checking it out. Make sure you check out the people underneath that are subscribed to this channel, because they have some excellent content that should really be seen and shared. I mean, it's super local stuff. People of your neighbors you never even know. And it just, all you gotta do is just check it out. Just watch it. Just watch 10 seconds of it. If it's good, you'll keep watching it. They deserve the attention of their videos that they've posted and the things that they've liked, the videos they liked. You get to see a little bit into those people's personalities and everything, but then you might find your new favorite band. You never even know. I mean, it happens once in a while where you're like, holy cow, this is better. Or, you know, you go to a concert and the opening band is actually really good and you like it, so you buy their CD. Thanks for checking it out. As usual, like and comment, I guess. Thanks. Make sure to check out that link to Keep Surviving by Peninsulas, and you can hear this riff throughout the song, and you can hear some ideas of where to go with it, like in the bridges or the chorus, pre-chorus. Thank you. You rock. Friggin' love you.